What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Honest Tattooer podcast, brought to you by Tattoo Smart, Tattoo Pro, and Steadfast Tattoo Supplies. My name is Jon Mesa. I'm joined by my co-host, Matt Truiano.
Hey, how you doing?
The homie G Money.
What up, guys?
And our very special guest. Welcome to the podcast, Kirk.
Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming. So for those that don't know you, let them know your full name, where you're from, how long you've been tattooing, and what kind of tattoos you do.
So my name's Kirk Nilson. I am in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I own Crown and Anchor Tattoo. I've been tattooing for 17 years. I do ornamental, gothic kind of architectural tattoos.
Cool.
I like the best.
Cool.
And in very, very large scale, must I say.
Yeah. You can't really do it any other way.
I think you're right.
I've attempted to because people are like, shit, that costs a lot of money. I was like, what's your whole fucking arm?
It's your whole arm.
Yeah, so I try to all right, let's try to make smaller ones. It just doesn't look cool.
Yeah.
It's just not much else to do to it.
And what were you
much
doing
to
before tattooing? 17 years ago.
Yeah, I was playing music in a shitty band, getting my girlfriend pregnant as a very young adult. And then I was like,
Imagine you say that like in a shitty band and that band is still together.
Yeah.
it's actually a gun, playing shitty fucking music. And then we're in Texas, and the one dude, we're like, man, we're poor, this sucks. And he's like, bro, you should tattoo. You draw really cool shit. And our drummer started tattooing. He still tattoos. And
Oh, shit.
yeah, he still sucks. But I won't talk about it. I won't mention his name. But yeah.
What was the name of the band? We can name.
I was in a couple of them. One of them was Canon Law. Another one, these guys don't like me, but it's called Public Serpents. It was the dudes from Choking Victim. I don't know if you know who they are. They're from the Lower East Side, actually.
Oh, shit. No.
Yeah, there was did you ever hear of the place called C Squat?
No.
It was on 9th and C. It's it's like an abandoned building.
Okay.
A bunch of punk dudes just took it over, and they all lived in it and did shows in it. We played horrible music, but yeah. The drummer went to fucking prison.
Oh, shit.
For like selling drugs. He tried getting me to sell drugs with him. It was crazy.
Well, good thing you didn't.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, he's out
Tattooing saved another victim.
Yeah.
Oh, really did.
Yeah.
I know he had a good deal too. He was like, bro, you're gonna be selling cocaine to Wall Street dudes for like $5,000 a day.
It'll be easy.
Yeah, I was like, well, I thought about it.
You're like,
Sounds like a sweet deal, dude. $5,000 a day. That sounds pretty
Yeah, it's
sweet.
not bad. But
Not bad.
Yeah, I decided I should
Now you can do that tattoo.
yeah, because I was tattooing out of my house too, just for like, it was mostly to make money for our band. I was like, we'll go on tour. I like tattoo in a hotel afterwards or something because we don't get paid because we suck. And then, yeah, I know, I had a kid, and I was like, I should probably take this more seriously and not play music anymore and just focus on tattoos. So.
Where were you? Were you tattooing here in the city at the point in time?
No, I was in South Jersey. It's called Tribal Passage. Yeah,
That sounds familiar.
It was like a biker place. It was fucking gnarly.
Tribal Passage. That's a good name for it.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds badass.
yeah, it sounds like
It sounds like a biker shop.
It sounds
Yeah.
like a biker.
it sounds
Dude,
like
it was
no
like-
funny business.
No, it was real shit, dude. The fucking owner was nuts. Dude, I went in, the one year I went in to quit, I was like, I'm out. This place sucks. And I went in, and he's printing out MapQuest directions and loading up a handgun.
Oh, no.
you're like, he probably had his big speech.
Yeah,
You're like,
I was like,
hey.
oh shit, what's up, bro? And he's like, you see this shit? He's like, this direction's to, I don't remember the dude's name, but he's like, this is a little piece of shit from the IRS that's auditing me right now. He goes, I'm going down to Atlantic City to shoot him in the fucking face.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I was like, I should probably not quit.
Yeah,
yeah,
you'd
like
be the-
I'm not quitting today.
Like instead of quitting, I'm just gonna stop showing up. Change my number, dude, and disappear. Go to
That
the
bathroom might need some cleaning.
We definitely did. He just fucking weird shit going on.
Damn.
In that place. Yeah, it was gnarly, but yeah. So I didn't quit. I stayed on for like another year because everyone else quit. Mm-hmm. And then actually it worked because dude, no one else wanted to work because I was just doing all the walk-ins.
Yeah.
So I built up like a giant client base.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool.
That is
Nice.
kind of cool,
So
actually.
yeah, it was
At that point, you were doing kind of just like everything that kind of walks in the door.
just buy whatever it is.
How did you settle into your style?
So I've always loved architecture in the first place. And I used to, the original plan was, like I would just take shit. You'd be like, oh, I want like a stopwatch or whatever, you know, I'd just make it all fucking filigree, crazy shit around it. And I was trying for years to convince people into doing that. I actually originally wanted to do just straight filigree sleeves, but yeah, no one was into it. And then over time, actually what happened was I was kind of slipping in some line work shit, trying to, I would put like little mandalas behind shit in the background if people didn't have ideas. And then, I don't know, it just wasn't working. Even when I opened my shop, the whole door is like big mandala on the door. I was like pushing it. Everyone just wanted like traditional shit, just whatever. And then one day I worked for like, I literally did 90 days in a row because I opened my shop. I kind of panicked. I was like, fuck, dude, I just had another kid. I got a fucking baby. I got, a toddler at home. I have no fucking money. I spent all my money to open the shop. Health department completely blew me off for 9 months. He was like, Dad, don't give a shit. So I wasn't getting inspected. So I had no money. I was out of work. I was trying to hide from my old boss who didn't shoot me. There's a lot of weird shit going on.
Yeah.
But I remember I was just, working like crazy. And this one girl, she like emailed and she was like, yeah, I want a heart, like a mandala inside of a heart. And I was like, all right, sick. I gave her a day. She's like, I'm only available Monday. And I was like, dude, I've been working for fucking 90 days in a row. I'm off Monday. She goes, oh, well, I'll go somewhere else. I was like, oh, fucking bitch. Yeah, so I went in. I did that. I fucking posted that one heart mandala on like Instagram and everyone was like, that's sick. I want that.
I want that.
Yeah, and it just started kind of, trailing out from there. Then I just started deleting all my old shit and just only doing that. And then it kind of, morphed into my style now because I kind of never really wanted to do like, I don't know, like kind of Buddhist kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I want to do more architectural stuff. But I was like, it's geometric. It's kind of architectural. That works. And then over time, I just kind of slowly was like, what about this?
Yeah.
It kind of worked.
Cool.
Some of the stuff you do, bro, it looks so insanely complex with like
Thank you.
the stencils look insane.
Oh, the stencils suck, yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude, the one chick I work with always yells at me. She'll come in, the whole arm's just solid fucking purple. I literally don't give a shit. I just stick it on. I'm like, yeah, close enough.
It's
I'm like, because it'll take longer for me to wipe it off and try to make a perfect stencil. I'm like, I'll figure it out.
shit.
That would stress me the fuck out.
Yeah, she came in the one day. She goes, I have anxiety for you. What the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. Just like
I feel
running behind.
Yeah.
depending on like what or how complex it is, sometimes like I'm good at what you're saying. It's like, let's say you have most of it there. You might as well tattoo that. And then the part that's off, as long as you have the stencil there, you can print another one and then just stencil that piece after everything else has been done. And you can kind of get it all kind of in there without having to commit.
Well, you know what works too is half the time I'm like, it's symmetrical. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I already tattooed this over here. I just look at the other side of the arm.
Yeah, you already had like at least one go.
Yeah.
I had one go at it.
Yeah, I'll look at it and I'm like, all right. Some of my clients are looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm there for 10 minutes staring at like.
Just to bring it back.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Now, let me ask you though, when you're doing such symmetrical designs on a body that's asymmetrical for the most part, do you make any adjustments or you just go with the stencil?
So, do some people get mad about that? They're like, hey, this isn't like exactly the same on both sides. I'm like, no, I know. So your arm, I'm like, it's gonna blow you away, but it's not a cylinder.
It's gonna blow you away.
And I'll explain to them that it's like warp, like going up like a shin, when it goes up, it like starts curving.
Yep.
Some people's knees are like all the way to the left. It's insane. So I've like, sometimes I'll cut them into sections. I'll do like like a little peak here, then I cut up the next peak and stencil it on and slightly twist it, and I keep turning it. And I'll turn it this way, and it works, but it takes a minute. And sometimes it's not 100% like wrapped around exactly the same, but you try to make adjustments to make it kind of flow the best. I had a dude the other day. Well, he already had another tattoo in the way, and he was complaining. He's like, well, this side has more of the design than that side. I was like, well, the dude who did the front of your leg, he didn't make it symmetrical. It's not dead even. So I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a little more on this side than that side, unless you redo his tattoo. So, yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, he's
I
like,
want to be right.
yeah, he's like, this guy's an idiot.
Would you ever consider using that stencil stuff? It's like the new clear stencil that you tattoo through.
Bro, I don't know. I saw that. I don't believe that it's not going to move. I actually hit them up though, because I saw it and I was like, screw it, whatever. I was like, I'll try it. Sponsor me.
Yeah, I feel like your type
I
of
just want
work,
to see what it does.
your type of work calls for something like that. Like if anybody were to use it, it'd be.
It seemed like it would be cool because I kind of like the idea that it moves around.
Yeah, I love that.
But I'm like, I don't know if it's I want to try it. I'm like, does it really stick? I feel like it's gonna fall off or something, and I'm like totally fucked.
I feel like that thing sticks on
It looks like
pretty
So
good.
what? It's not leaving a mark like a stencil on the skin, right? It's just the paper itself.
Yeah, just the whole paper just sticks to you.
And then if you wanted to move the stencil, you just move the paper, right? There's no stencil on
yeah.
the skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, but yeah, I can see where you're thinking like it might move.
Yeah, I don't know because I watched them like moving and kind of like, especially you're bending your arm.
Yeah.
because sometimes you get stretch your arm everywhere.
Is it sticky? Like Tegaderm?
Well, you spray something on the skin that makes it sticky.
Okay.
Kind of like
Yeah, like an industrial epoxy.
Steadfast Tattoo Supply, owned and operated by professional working tattoo artist Frankie Porcelli, demanding top-performing materials, from the highest quality pigments and medical supplies to tailor-made needles and cartridges with true line weights. Steadfast also specializes in custom machines built from scratch in-house and offers professional or group machine building seminars. Steadfast does everything to keep you and your clients covered. Steadfast, supplies that work as hard as you do.
There is something like from the video, like he first sprays on something that helps it kind of like stick on really, really well.
Yeah.
And then after it's on there, then he sprays a second kind of spray. That's the one that kind of turns it into like almost like a jelly. So he like starts, you can wipe it off to take it off.
I'd be interested in trying. I know there's a lot of hate going on around it, but I want to try it.
I want to try it too. I'd actually reached out to them and because like if you look at their comments, it's like a bunch of negativity. Like, like
What's the name of the product?
fuck. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, we can look it up.
Yeah, we can look it up. But basically, it's like a clear stencil that you put on the skin, and then you can kind of puncture through it to put like small markings onto the skin, and then you can take it off and then kind of tattoo just to be able to get a really crispy stencil. I don't think it's something that would work for or applies for every tattoo design that you do, but for some tattoo designs, it would save you a ton of time.
It's called Standstill.
Stand
yeah,
still. Yeah.
Is it stretchy?
Yeah,
It is, right?
That's what I get concerned with because I'm like, what if it like alters the, when it's symmetrical?
Yeah.
And I want to try it.
I am dying to try that.
Yeah, I'm like,
because
I don't
it looks
care.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially like for since it isn't like paper, like that's the problem a lot of times
Yeah.
when you're putting
Gonna
paper.
wrap it.
It's just when you're trying to wrap something, But this, the fact that it does have a little bit of like stretchiness to it,
Yeah.
it helps really kind of conform it to the body a lot better. Especially like on a back, when you're like somebody that has like a really pointy like what's this called? I forgot.
Clavicle?
Not the clavicle. It's like all the way back there, not up here.
Scapula?
The scapula.
That's
That's what I meant.
thing.
So what I got from that.
Wait, hold on. I turned you off. I got it.
So what I got from that was looking at the video. It was looking like you leave that film on.
Yeah, you tattoo through it.
He tattooed through it.
Oh man.
That's what a lot of people are complaining about.
Yeah, they think you're gonna get.
They're scared of
plastic
that,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah, because I mean, like, if you're using, let's say, a 5-liner and the thing is just punching through it, some of it has to stay
gotta-
in there, dude.
Of course.
It has to clog your needle, but I mean, he says that it doesn't.
I've had that happen with just shitty paper towels.
Yeah.
You like wipe the skin, then you're tattooing.
Yeah,
and you're
you
like,
just-
oh, what the fuck?
You got a little
Gathering
piece of
lint.
fuzz in there.
Yeah.
You're like, why am I going? No, like, you have no ink flow. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, there's paper towel in the front.
Dude, my old boss,
My line's looking a
Fucking-
little reiki.
the biker dude, he used to talk about fucking when they used to reuse the needles and sterilize them. Be like, yeah, bro, you get like chunks of skin in it. And that's when you're like, you use this one too many times, kind of widening a little bit. It's like,
For people that use like needles back in the day or that made their own, you'd be like, yeah, man, if you use it a few times, that's when it's like perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's when it's
Yeah.
really
It's a
good.
medium taper now.
Yeah, it's a medium taper. Really puts a line in.
This was
yeah,
the
it was-
Packer.
dude was old school.
Yeah.
This stuff, though, they claim that like the film is some medical grade film that's safe to be punctured through your skin. Like if obviously it's going to
Even if it goes in your
yeah,
skin
it's
a little
gonna-
bit, like it'll just your body will absorb it and
Yeah.
nothing will happen.
the thing that the medical grade film that I'm okay with. It's the inkjet printer ink that's going with it because you're gonna print that through your regular printer with I don't know what ink it is.
And
Yeah.
it looks like a red ink.
Yeah, like so that's what concerns me the most.
I didn't even think about the printer. Is it like just like stencil ink, kind of like the?
I don't know.
No, they said it's regular printer ink.
It's regular printer
Yeah.
ink. Oh shit, that's weird.
Which I don't know how. Like, is that better or worse than the carbon paper that we're using for our stencils?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or Sharpies.
I mean, people
Yeah.
react to red Sharpies.
Yeah, people get a
Yeah,
skin
really?
irritation off a red Sharpie sometimes, which is wild.
Yeah, I never really use red Sharpies. I just use yellow, and then I'll use like a green and then a purple or something. So I can kind of get a little darker, but yeah, red. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try it now, just to see what
My
happens.
favorite light blue.
No.
Yeah, for a long time, light blue is my favorite Sharpie.
Yeah, that's
the light blues doesn't get messy, or even like they're like the light green too. Kind of,
Yeah.
it's really good. But
I bought a pack of the pastels, thinking that they were going to be really nice.
no,
And
I made the same mistake.
Every color, no matter what you pick, makes the same color mark on the skin.
Yeah, you can't see anything. You can't see anything.
Like, this one's a little darker, right? Nope.
Nope. No, you can't
nice.
see a goddamn thing. I tried the same thing. I was like, oh, this will be perfect for like a light,
Yeah.
like sketch. No, not at all.
It just looks like if you were to like have a clear alcohol marker.
Yeah.
With like no actual color
Or
to
nothing
it.
there. It stinks. So when you started doing your geometric designs and anything like the patterns and stuff like that, did you start doing it on paper, doing the folded a million times method?
Yeah, that's the only way I drew it. I literally did not even know you could fucking do it on a computer. If you actually remember, we met in the, I think it was West Palm Beach, maybe. There's that convention there. Nathan Evans.
Yeah.
He was right next to me, and he's the one. It was like, 2015? I don't know. He turned over to me, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You're fucking drawing that by hand?" I was like, "How the fuck else do you draw it?" You're like, "Yeah, obviously." And he was like, "Dude, are you an idiot?" And he like pulls out this fucking thing, and he's like, I think he had like the Wacom
The
tablet.
like the amasiograph, like wake up.
And I was like, "What in the fuck? Are you serious, bro? I'm sitting here for eternity." Just like, I had no fucking idea that even existed. I was just off in my own world. I'm like, yeah, because I used to do it even when I apprenticed. I did. I remember just some grandfather clock once. I was trying to make this cool flash sheet, and I fucking like eternity, just like folding papers, trying to make this fucking clock, all this crazy shit, and like I just how I always drew. Even like I've never fucked with computers. Like when we played music, people were paying me a while ago to make like tour posters and shit for bands.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could just drew it on paper and then scanned it in. Same thing with like anything, like doing show flyers. I just cut it up, glue it together, photocopy it. I had no idea like anything about computers.
like a digital world.
Hey, I'm Russ Abbott. I am the founder of Tattoo Smart. I've also been tattooing for over 25 years. I use digital design tools in my tattoo process every day. And in this case, this video is going to explain a new product that I just created called the washi set. Now, the washi set is 17 handmade papers from Japan that I photographed and then turned into paper texture backgrounds, which you can use in Procreate. It also includes 21 different brushes that were designed for using with these papers, or it could be used with any background that you choose. As always, if you're interested in purchasing this or any of our other products, you can get them at tattoosmart.com.
Do you still do things by hand, or are you?
Yeah, half and half, depending on what it is. For the longest time, I bought the iPad, and I was like, fuck it, everyone else is doing it. Yeah, I couldn't even do it. Well, there wasn't a lot of geometric shit. There was more like the ornamental stuff.
Yeah.
Drawing that on iPad made no fucking sense to me, because I take a picture of your arm, draw it on there, print it out, and the size just didn't make sense. Like I couldn't get the proper amount of detail in for the size.
For the size.
Yeah, so I was like, I just need to do it on fucking paper. But then I had to start doing it because I went to I went to some shop one time, and I'm like doing a guest spot. They only had the fucking iPad printer, like where it just prints direct to the stencil.
Yeah.
And I'm drawing it on a piece of paper. I'm like, how the fuck do I make a stencil?
You're like, you're gonna have to take a picture of it.
Yeah, that's what they're making me do.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my fucking god, dude. But you know what I used to do? I would draw sometimes just one half of the tattoo and then photocopy it and tape it together. So I couldn't do that. I had to draw the whole fucking thing out and take a picture of it and print it out. And just like,
Oh man.
I was like, fuck. So I had to learn to do it on there. And now I'll do it a lot for just certain things, depending on what it is. Some stuff I don't know. I just like drawing it by hand. It's just like, I don't know. I hate fucking looking at screens. Kills my eyes. It's just like, fuck, I get like headaches and shit.
When you first started doing those designs, how did you I feel like not as many people were doing that
Probably fucking nobody.
at all.
Actually, dude, people were mad as shit. You saw that post I made?
Yeah.
They were like, it was all like people who've been tattooing for like 3 years. Like, what? You're trying to act like you were here first? I'm like, well, I didn't say first. I said I was here before you. For sure. You know what I mean? And like,
By a long shot.
yeah, there was just like a lot of people, like, I don't know, what fucking maybe 2017, 18, it just started like fucking exploding because everyone was like, oh shit, bro, I could just do this. Blah, blah, blah.
And you get a full
I could draw,
mandala.
I could draw
The
one
whole, like,
line and the
the
whole
whole
thing
first-
comes out.
Yeah.
I feel like you could really name the fucking amount of people. You know what I mean? You could be like, oh, it was like Zed Leahead, Thomas, Thomas Hooper. Like, you mean you could just like count them.
Yeah,
You're like,
Corey
oh.
Ferguson.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, there was like, you can count them on your hands. You know,
Yeah.
it's just fucking hard. Actually, the reason I even got really big with it in the first place, I always tell people because they act like, yo, you're being so cocky, you think you're the best. I'm like, bro, I've literally never said I was the best at anything. You know what I mean? I was like, I've even told people, I'm like, the reason when I first did this shit, I was so booked, is 'cause nobody was fucking doing it. No one wanted to do it. It's fucking hard. It sucks. You don't want to sit there all fucking day drawing that. And there was a shop around the street from me. Some girl came in, like, it was pretty early on when I opened my shop. She came in, she had this crumbled up paper. She's all nervous. She's like, she uncrumbles it. I don't know. Do you like do this type of stuff? I don't want to be rude. If you don't, I'll just leave. There's a mandala. And I was like, what? Yes, all I do. Look at my portfolio. She goes, oh my God, I went to the shop down the street and I showed him this. He crumbled it up and threw it at me and goes, get the fuck out of my stuff. So I was like, bro, no one was doing it.
That's crazy.
And I was like, dude, this is excellent. Nobody wants to do this. I'll just do the hardest shit. Even when I apprenticed, I did that. Dude, Celtic knotwork. No one wanted to do that. I was the
No.
Celtic knot guy.
I hated it.
Yeah, dude, I loved it. I was like, fuck it. I just loved it because no one wanted to do it, so I just guaranteed money.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just sit there all day like, meh.
So I think it's funny that you bring that up. So I was reading. Well, first I saw a post today that Jessica Alba got a new tattoo. Who cares, right? But whatever. But she got a new tattoo, and they show it, and it's just like the super fine line, like just
Yeah.
long, just really spaced out script, right? That looks
Yeah.
like one just,
Yeah.
you know.
Probably says something like brave.
And it was and it was done by Winterstone. Have you guys heard of this guy Winterstone?
I don't think
That's a guy?
It's a guy. His last name is Winter.
Oh, okay.
And,
sounds like a
Sounds
porn.
like a New York Times, either a New York Times bestseller or a porn star.
it's definitely a porn star.
Yeah.
Winterstone by H.G. Wells. like some weird shit like
In
that.
this new sci-fi drama by Winter.
Oh,
Stone.
Winter Stone.
Winterstone.
I
yeah.
thought you said Winter Storm.
no,
No,
Winterstone.
Winter Stone. But still,
Either way.
Either way.
Porn
Yeah.
star, yeah.
But I've heard of this guy's name before, right? So I was like, who is this guy? So I asked freaking the internet. I'm like, hey, who is Winterstone? And I got like an article from the Hollywood Reporter about this guy. Like the guy that, you know, tattoos the stars. He's tattooed like Lady Gaga, bunch of freaking famous people like Alba, like anyways, a bunch of famous people. And he said, they asked him like, how did you start doing this work? And he's like, well, nobody wanted to do this fine line script, tiny tattoos. So I just started doing them because nobody around me wanted to do those tattoos. And that's how he started just like getting people to do these, you know, his name started flowing around like, oh, you want to get some tiny shit that nobody else wants to do? Go to that guy.
Yeah. Because you walk in, you walk in a shop years ago, you're like, I want a little fine line script. They make fun of you. You know what I mean? You're like, it's fucking stupid. I want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want
So I'm going to ask a question, and this isn't a dig at you because I know that you actually enjoy doing what you do.
Yeah.
But in a case like this right now where he saw a void and he's like, I'm going to fill that void by doing something that maybe he wasn't already doing to begin with. Do you see that as like good on him for being a business person?
Yeah.
Or shame on him for selling out and not like pursuing his art?
Man, I don't, you know what it is? It's like, what are you, it comes down to like, what's important to you as the person that's doing it, you know? Are you doing this because you want to pursue your art, or you want to do this because you want to provide for your family and pay your bills
Yeah.
and have a good life?
Yeah.
You know, like if you want to do that, you want to be a starving artist and do your own thing, man, then turn down every tattoo that comes in the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that doesn't align with my artistic goals and what I want to pursue. But if you're doing this because this is your job and because you want to, support your kids and and maintain a quality of living, then you're gonna have to do shit you don't want to do. And I think in his turn, he saw the opportunity to like create a solid business out of a need that was in his area.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing. I just like fuck it. Like I wouldn't be proud of it, but I'd be like, yeah, it's what it is.
I think it's funny that like a lot of times,
Shame on
like
you.
I feel like I lucked out. I'm like, I get to do what I want, but
like if you think
it.
back at like your early days of
I'd sell
tattooing,
out everything. I don't
if you got to do like something really cool that you were into, like for my case, like oh you get to do this koi fish, I'm like sick, and then after that you get a walk in and they want that tiny fine line lettering. I do it, but I probably wouldn't even take a picture of it. I'm like,
I wouldn't promote it.
yeah, like I don't even like show it or promote it. But then it's like it makes you think, it's like, oh, maybe if I promoted that thing, then I'd do like 10 of those,
Yeah. There are times too when I see some of the this is like real young kids that are like permanent makeup artists, right? And they're like, oh, I just do fine line lettering. I'm like, man, I really fucked up, dude. I should have done that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, they're going in for like a half hour a day and they make the same amount of money. Like, they charge so much for those. I'm like, damn, dude. What a stupid idea. I'm here for like 12 fucking hours on one guy. Like my eyes are falling out.
What do you, that's the part that's always kind of like, I've been curious about, like, what do these top people that do these small, tiny tattoos, what do they charge for them?
A lot of
Bro,
money.
it's a lot. Yeah, I know dude's doing I think it was 2,500 minimum. And it just
for like a little long scripty name like that? Just like a
2,500.
25.
And how many of those would he do a day?
Oh, bro, like 10.
Holy fuck.
Bro, I watched I don't want to say people's names.
No, but you could be like, I watched the guy that shot remain nameless.
Yeah, I watched, bro. So what he did, I'm like watching him at the one shop. I was like taking a break for a minute, and like his assistant printed out the word, got it together. He's just eating a cookie. She puts the stencil on, and she's like, "Yo, you ready?" He rolls his chair over. He's like, bzz, fucking thousands of dollars.
Done.
Takes like a picture, like what to do, and then like goes back to eating his cookie while his assistant cleans up. And I'm over here like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Like, what's going on here?
I mean, I wish that story would have been like, the guy had a hot latte in his hand. He's like, hold my latte. Grab his latte right back. Thing was still hot.
He gives it to me. He's like, yo, who are you? Hold this shit.
Yeah. Hold this right here.
My client's like, are we going to start? I'm like, I got to hold this, dude. He's like,
Yeah. Oh, man. But like, because I was like what you said, I was like, man, even if you charge $500 and you do 10 of those, 5 of those in a day.
Yeah.
Let's be like, for just 5 tattoos a day,
dude,
$500.
There's someone near me I tattooed this chick, and she was like, oh, wow, you got a lot done for the price, blah, blah. And she goes, I feel so stupid. I went to so-and-so, and she's like, this word was $600. And it's not, they're not like as notable as some of the other people I've seen charging that much. I'm like, bro, that was $600.
That was still $600?
She was like, yeah, it took like 3 minutes. And I was like, man.
I want to make
You can get it. You can get it.
If you can get it, you can get it. Like,
yeah, I don't knock on them. Honestly. I'm jealous to be real. Like if I talk shit, it's because I'm like, man, I fucking want to do it.
because like we work at a shop that gets walk-ins, and people come in and they're like, I want to get this small word, and we have a $200 minimum, and people will be like, I don't know, $200. But when people seek you out because they've seen all your little tiny tattoos, and then you're like, that'll be 500 or 1,000, they'll be like, okay,
yeah.
Oh,
okay, sure.
That's the difference between being known than
for what you're doing,
than to just being, I was just the opportunity that presented to you right here,
Well, I worked at a shop in Hollywood years ago, and the owner, I tattooed all day. I gave him a shit ton of money, right? I had my client tattoo him all fucking day, 10, 11 hours. I'm like, all right, bro, here's like, it's fucking quite a large number. And I was like, I figured he'd be like psyched, like, oh, bro, this dude's sick, bro. He's like killing it. And then I'm like leaving. He goes, bro, where you going? I was like, going home. He's like, dude, we close at 3 a.m., bro.
What?
Yeah, he's like, bro, it was like, what do you mean? You're just a walk-in shop, bro. He was like, yeah, I know you got your clients, but like, this dude went home early. We're short-handed, so he made me do a walk-in. I was like, all right, fine. No problem. It's your shop, your rules. I'm not going to disrespect you. So this girl walks in. She wants like a fucking like a Bible page, not a verse, like the whole book.
page.
Yeah, she's like every chapter, all of them. So she's like down her ribs, and I was like, fuck. I was like, bro, I'm not even good at lettering. I don't even want to do that. But I was like, I guess. And I told him, I was like, all right, Dave, but I'm gonna charge like my regular hourly. And he was like, dude, no, what the fuck? No, you can't charge that. He's like, this is like a walk-in, bro. He goes, people pay your rate because you're seeking you out for your work. And he's like, she doesn't know who the fuck you are. You can't charge her that. And he made me like lower the price and tattoo all night. And I was like, I mean, your rules, dude.
You're like, this is savage, bro.
Yeah, but I told her, like, I was kind of bummed because I was like, bro, if she bumps into like a fucking client of mine, oh, you paid that much and waited a year? That's crazy. I walked in and he charged me this much,
Yeah.
He's going to be like upset. And he goes, yeah, but this is my shop. And I was like,
That's how it rolls here.
yeah, and he's a cool dude. So I was like, it's his shop, man.
Yeah.
I never impose on other people's shit. I'm like, hey, this is yours. I'm here. I'll do what you say.
Yeah, that's something like, like Joe hates when people charge a lot for things that are small, because like there's something about it. Like even for me, whenever I've charged,
I got overcharged at Joe's.
Yeah, I got overcharged at Joe's, like nobody wants to feel that way. And also like, like sometimes people will get something small for me and I have a $300 minimum and that's what's going to be,
Yeah.
And like, I was like, if it was quick, I'm like, it was quick, but that's what you asked for. Like, that's not really my, I have much more abilities. I'm not going to charge less because that's what other people are willing to pay for.
Yeah,
work,
definitely. Yeah, you should change it to 2,000 for the words.
2,000 for these.
I mean, it'll
Doing it all wrong.
It'll leave people intrigued.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
For
2,000?
what? And just eat a cookie and stare at them.
Yeah.
Yes.
2,000.
That's the fucking move.
I want what's for 2,000.
Yeah. I know. I see that do this so many times where I'm like really second guess it. I was like, I purposely did the fucking hardest thing because in my head I'm like, bro, no one's gonna want to do this shit. I'll do like the worst style of tattooing because it's gonna suck to do, and I'll always be like set. And now I'm like, man, people did the opposite. They did the easiest shit. You know what I mean? And then they're charging even more. I'm like, shit, man, I messed up.
That's what I think sometimes. I'm like, God damn, they got to make the same amount of money, no stress.
Yeah.
Honest Tattooer is also brought to you by Tattoo Armor. Literally the best way to wrap your client at the end of the day. No mess, no adhesives, and they are super comfortable. You can try it for yourself by going to tattooarmorusa.com. They were able to hook us up with a 20% discount for our followers. Just use the code Honest Tattooer on your next order.
Do you see that one dude in Amsterdam who like fucking takes you out in the woods and like kicks you on the ground and like fucking rubs rocks into you? And then he just like tattoos the indents where the rocks are.
Is that Ricksard?
No
I don't
way.
remember.
He's like, he travels. He does like,
Bro, it's ridiculous. And I'm
He
like,
might be.
That sounds like a Rick.
It sounds like a Ricksard.
I see that and I'm like, man, what am I fucking doing with myself? I just do that.
I should send him a message too, because I would love to hear why. More of the why than like, I don't really care. I'm like, oh, like what motivated you to start doing this like performative tattooing? Because that's what he calls it.
I would love to know if those people getting those tattoos pay for it.
Oh, they definitely do.
Of course.
They probably paid so much.
You think so?
Oh, I think so.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, look at like fucking weird performance. You ever see like, who's that fucking Marina Abramovich? The artist.
Oh,
That's the
dude.
one that like
Just
she
fucking
sat on a chair and people would just sit in front of her.
Yeah.
She'd stare at him.
She just sit there naked and they just like stab her with shit.
Fucking
She's, like,
just
fucking-
casting spells.
Yeah, she's fucking weird.
She's a witch. for
Yeah,
sure, bro.
yeah, I don't like her.
Nah, dude, I'd be like, you.
Nah.
All right. So what about her?
Oh, but she charged. I mean, dude, her shit's like hundreds of millions of dollars. It's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe not hundreds. I don't even know. It's definitely millions. like politicians buy all of her shit, and they'll like pay a shit ton to see her performance art, and it's just like fucked up.
And it's all creepy.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Yeah, she did that
It's
one.
weird.
Yeah, she went to that one building and had what definitely was probably a real baby, but she was like, "Nah, it's not a real baby.
Yeah,
it's a
right.
fake mummy baby covered in blood. That's definitely real blood." She just like
Real
threw
blood,
over the
yeah,
walls,
yeah.
and I'm like, dude, like congressmen go there and like pay to watch it.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, that's fucking weird,
You guys don't know about this? Damn, guys.
bro.
I
Fucking
gotta send you
bizarre.
guys some videos.
Yeah, you're gonna be haunted.
Nah, forget it.
Dang. No, I didn't know about this. That's weird.
But yeah, they pay a lot for that weird performance art.
Uh-huh.
But that's like the banana guy, the banana with the tape, right? It's
Yeah.
like like, how do you buy performance art?
I don't get it. No.
How do you buy that?
Supposedly, when it goes moldy, they just keep replacing the banana. That's like real. They
They just keep replacing. They just gave you the right to
replace
the banana and put some more tape on it.
No, didn't the guy who bought it eat the banana?
Yeah, because ultimately, like, he has like the official rights to put that in a museum or gallery and say that is the legitimate banana, but he can get any banana to do it.
I get it.
So that's what it is.
But what's stopping anybody else from putting a banana on a wall?
They don't got the rights.
So now nobody can tape a banana to a wall?
You can, but
They got to have the right inspector come through the house, and they're gonna be like, "That's not the brand of duct tape that was used on the original.
yeah, like the whole idea is like
It's a fake."
it's a fake. This is not the tape. You got it all wrong.
Yeah.
It's actually supposed to be in a 45-degree angle.
Counterclockwise.
Yeah, counterclockwise on the
It's a
wall.
plantain.
But I think like that's what it is. Which is, I don't know. I feel like all that shit's money laundering.
No, for sure.
It's just like, how can I wash a couple of, $4 or $5 million real quick?
No, dude, I've had some clients trying to do some shitty shit. They were like in trouble. And they're like, yo, how much is this? Yeah, it was booked like 20 days.
Like fuck 20 days of
Yeah, I'm like,
you're like, what?
I'm mad at art right now. Art pisses me off right now.
same. Yeah. I'm like literally,
It doesn't make sense anymore.
yeah, I don't like art. I'm done with tattooing. I'm like trying to be a fisherman. I'm just like, fuck
Yeah,
this.
same. If I could just retire and fish, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I like taught myself how to sail a few years ago.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm just trying to like, I'm like, bro, I'm going to move to like fucking Portugal and just sail and catch lobsters or some shit. I'm so done with this shit.
Oh man.
Man, I feel like if you weren't tattooing, you'd just go be a fisherman.
Yeah, probably. Or do like, I don't know, maybe sailboat charters or something. Just so I'm like, anything that doesn't deal with people. But mostly that, because I'm like, oh, I'm in like the ocean. I'm on a boat. I love boats. I love sailing. I love the water. Fucking hate people. So like, sick. It's like perfect.
Anything to avoid the peoples.
Yeah, and then there's no one telling you what to do. There's no one directing you how to catch your fish.
Yeah.
You just mosey down to like the local market. Here's some fish for the day.
Yep.
Just make a little bit of money. Live in a shack.
What's his name? George Carlin had a whole joke about how he likes a person, but he hates people,
Yeah, that makes sense.
which is good.
that, yeah.
Yeah, like one person, great. As soon as they're like group of people, ugh.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be completely alone. You know, dudes are like, man, I'm gonna live in the mountains all by myself. I'm like, oh,
No.
that sucks.
I'd be like, dude, you're gonna like make a straw man and you're gonna talk to that guy.
Yeah, or if it was a crowd of people, but it was all me, you know. I'm like, I'll get along with me. That's cool. Like,
Oh my god.
you don't got to deal with new personalities. Like, oh, we're all the same. It's sick.
Well said.
Man. Most of your clientele, does it all come from like referrals or?
Oh, dude, I fucking wish. So this is actually a problem. So one, my clients fucking gatekeep so hard. They've told me for years, dude, my clients, they don't post me, they don't tag me, they don't leave reviews. Yeah. They all tell me like, no, bro, I don't tell nobody about you because if I do, I'm never going to get in here. I'm like, sick, dude. If you don't tell people, you're never going to get tattooed because I'm going to fucking quit because I'm poor. I'm like, fuck. So that's an issue. And then the other problem is so many of them for so many fucking years have just been traveling. Because I was like, oh, I'm just travel around, try and work social media, do all that shit. And then I don't think I've tattooed anyone in my town in like 15 fucking years.
Oh shit.
We're like nobody. So there's no one walking around town with my tattoo who's like, yo, Kirk did this down the street. They're walking around like fucking Tahiti.
Yeah.
Bro, who did that? This dude in America. They're like, what the fuck? I'm not going there.
Yeah.
You know,
so like some dude in the Philippines, like,
Yeah.
like
So then what I have to do is stay on the internet and continue to try to get more traveling clients, which I thought a few years ago. I was like, oh, I'm straight, bro. I don't gonna travel anymore. Just gonna coast on my past work, and but it did not work out.
And they're like, oh,
Yo, within like 1 fucking year of like not traveling, not posting so much, thinking I got it, bro, I got like no emails.
shit got dry.
Yeah, it was fucking gnarly, and I was like, damn it. Then I immediately started traveling again, going on the internet, and recently I realized am I gonna have to do that for the rest of my fucking life?
Isn't that some shit?
Yeah, or I'm gonna like try to open up my shop and do walk-ins or something, which I tried doing that and fucking immediately regretted it. People came in and they were like, she's
I hate this.
everything. They don't like understand art. They're like, I feel my area doesn't have like, it's not like a big art cultural center, you know? It's like, I don't know, it's just a Jersey Shore beach. There's not much going on.
So you could look at that in two ways. If there's not, then you have the opportunity to create it.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? Some of them are kind of fucking dumb. Bro, they'll like look at my portfolio and tell me like, bro.
There's a lot of
So I went,
people.
I went to all the shops and all their work looks the same and yours doesn't. So you're doing it wrong. You know,
No
like,
way.
Yeah, they'll try to show me like, correct me, like, man, if you did it like this, you know, or they think that like I'm kind of valueless because they've never heard of me. Because for years the shop, there's no sign, it doesn't say tattoo. The windows are whited out and the door is locked. There's a doorbell and it doesn't say tattoo anywhere. So no one's heard of it. So now that they're hearing about it, they think it's a new shop and oh, you're just some like new idiot. So you should be affordable because you just came on the scene.
You're a new guy.
Yeah, and I'm like,
You gotta earn your high price.
yeah, that's kind of how they act. I'm like, fuck, man. I immediately was like, nah, fuck this, lock the door again.
Back to a locked shop.
Yeah, no, like,
Do you work by yourself or do you have any other people?
yeah, I have other people now. I've had a few people over the years. A lot of them are snakes and backstabbers and fuck all of them.
Like,
It's
screw
like,
that.
fuck, dude. Yeah, dude, I've given so many of my clients away over the years to like so many people, and I really regret it. I'm like, I should have just stayed a private shop with just me. The original plan was just me because I was like, I don't want people just in my space fucking with my shit. And I don't want to be boss, you know, like I don't want to be told what to do, but I don't care to tell people what to do. I'm just like, do what you want. I don't give a shit, you know. And then because I'm so lax, they kind of took advantage. You know, and they're just like, yeah, I do what I want. Fuck. The one dude actually, I mean, he's from Russia, so he's kind of an asshole. But dude, he would come in and tell me what to do in my store. Yeah, so you know what he'd do? He would leave the door unlocked all the time, and people would fucking walk in, but no one wants to talk to them because they're like, well, I'm booked. I'm not talking to anybody. And I'm like, I'm charging hourly. I can't just stop. This client flew in. I can't just stop him, talk to this dude for an hour who's probably not getting tattooed. So everyone would ignore them. Then they'd leave and go, fuck that shop. You know, so I came in one day and I just locked the door behind me because they never locked the door. And he just turns, boss, open the door. I was like, excuse me? I was like, no, it's a private studio. You know this. It's been this way for ever. So just fine. The door's locked. He goes,
No.
Yeah, he goes, boss, I want to tell you this shit one more time. He goes, I will not open this for my client. Open the door. And I was like, yo, you know what? Fuck you, asshole. Bro, he was like, what? I was like, fuck you. You don't like my rules? Get the fuck out and open your own studio. So he actually did. And he was like, he was like, boss, I take your advice and open my own shop. I was like, bro, it wasn't advice. I was like, fuck you, kick rocks. I was
I love your advice. Bro.
Yeah,
Very direct and strong.
Oh man.
I was like, whatever, dude. Fuck. But yeah, dude, everyone just kind of like does whatever they want, you know. But I've had a few people over the years, and what I would do is like, people hit me up, I don't want to wait that long. So I'm like, all right, go to that dude, go to this dude. I was kind of pawing them off. Bro, and one by one, every time they left, they'd be like, yo, you never did shit, bro. Fuck you. I hate the shop. I was like, what? I was like, bro, I'll give you all my fucking clients. Like, no, those were my clients. The one dude told me, he goes, bro, give me my client list. I was like, your client list? I was like, those are my clients, and you fucked them up. Because I actually went to find one dude fucked up a tattoo so bad, I paid to laser it without asking. Yo, I saw it. I was like, holy shit, this is awful, bro. I mean, I brought him in. I was like, yo, man, is there anything going on at home? You like good? And he's like, yeah, why? I was like, well, your client has this fucked up tattoo. And I showed him, I was like, this is like pretty bad. And he's like, bro, what?
I'm making strides.
Yeah. He was like, don't it look sick? And I was like, bro, you don't even know it's bad. That's a problem.
Bro, when it heals up, it's gonna look way different. That's my favorite. That's
Those
my
lines will
favorite.
straighten out.
I swear, when it heals up, it's once it settles down.
Things are gonna make sense.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
My name is Jamie Snedeker, and I'm the owner of Southernmost Tattoo. Some of the issues that I ran into before using Tattoo Pro were not having all of my systems in one place. I knew I needed something different than what I was using, so I started searching for tattoo-specific software and ran into Tattoo Pro. Set up a consult, and within the day, they contacted me, and within a week, I was set up. scheduling, release forms, payroll, artist schedule, client information, and now it's all in one place.
Since we started using Tattoo Pro, our workflow has improved dramatically. No more scheduling mishaps, and our clients love the easy online booking. It's literally helped us grow the business.
With Tattoo Pro, we've doubled our revenue in the last year, and we've increased our staff by 4 artists. If you're considering using Tattoo Pro, it's a no-brainer. It'll give you more time to do the things that you love, such as tattooing and running your business. Call and set up a demo today. You won't regret it.
And then he told me, he was like, what? He goes, bro, why is she mad? I did another tattoo on her last week, a couple weeks ago. It looks just like that. I was like, you did 2 fucked up tattoos? And he was like, what? That. Bro, and I was like, oh my God, the fuck, I gotta fire him. But he's been here for a while. He's a nice dude. I don't know what to do. Maybe and I told him, I was like, bro, you need some time off. From now on, you're only gonna do the tattoos I approve. Bro, he quit the next day and was like, yo, this ain't even about the tattoo, actually. He sent me 400 paragraphs. Yo, this is about you, actually. You know it, yo. You're an asshole. Fuck you. I always hated you. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was so cool to you. He wrote 40 messages, and I just wrote back, okay, cool, where's the key? I was like, I don't fucking give a shit.
Yeah, it's all this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's one wanted to quit. Dude, he took us out to breakfast to be like, yo, I'm quitting, bro. I was mad as hell. I was like, dude, my day off, you waste my time with this shit. I don't give a fuck. Just quit,
bro. Yeah.
I think he got really mad about that because he started crying and he's like, I'm not very emotional. He's crying and he's hugging me and I was like,
whoa. You're ruining my shirt.
I was like, fuck, dude. The one chick stormed out. She was like, I don't have time for this shit, bro. She just got up and fucking left. The dinner table, everyone was like, is he serious? What a waste of time.
Yeah.
Being a drama.
She left and she was just like, I got shit to do.
Yeah. He goes, you know what it is? He lied to us. He goes, bro, I want to go out to breakfast and talk to you guys about business shit. I had to run the shop better. I had to get more clients. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So the one chick was hyped. She's like, oh, cool. We're going to talk shop.
On some ideas shit.
Yeah. And she was like, he brought us here to quit. What the fuck?
That's so weird.
Damn.
But that dude, weird. He texted me a whole thing too. Fuck you. I hate you. And it probably was because we didn't care that he was leaving.
Yeah.
He's probably upset about that.
He was mad.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I was like, whatever. But yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, there's 2 other girls right now. I got 6 boots, 3 artists.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But they're cool. They've been there for a minute. Just no issues. But it's free for all. There's no hours. There's no.
So it's pretty lax. That's pretty sweet. I feel like that's the difference between owning a studio like that, because it's fully private. You don't have to worry about having employees or everybody takes care of their own shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. You just do your thing. I don't care. I trust them. I'm like, they're never going to fuck something up.
Yeah.
But that's my only rule. I was like, which I told the one dude when he was mad about me locking the door, the Russian dude. I was like, bro, there's 3 rules. Don't steal, don't fuck up a tattoo, and just keep the door locked. He violated all of them. Bro, he would tattoo all fucking day. And I know when he charged hourly, and at the end of the day, he would tattoo for 12 hours and charge 2 hours worth of time. And I was like, what is this?
Man.
Oh, boss, she was cute girl,
She was cool.
I was like, bro, every single person you say that. And then actually when he left, I was like, yo, did you fucking steal shit? Because I definitely noticed some shit missing. He's like, okay, boss, fine, I'll come back. I only take trash bags. I take all the bed sheets, razors. He just half the fucking stuff. And I'm like, bro, God damn it, dude, just keep it. Don't come back here.
That guy's kind of hilarious, actually.
He's kind of fucked.
He is actually kind of hilarious.
Yo, he was talking shit to a client one day. He's tattooing this chick. I was right in front of her. I was like, bro, dude, that's looking sick, dog. And he goes, yeah, she wants shit Pinterest idea, so I do what she says. And I was like, dude, she's right here. She can and he's taking, she's right next to
me. She's right there.
Yeah. Dude, then another chick was she's complaining about the fucking tattoo. No, can you redraw it? He goes, oh God, woman, shut up, stop talking. I'm like, dude, fuck, you can't say that to people.
Yo, what kind of Russian mob that guy comes from?
Oh, dude, for sure, I think so.
You are annoying.
I know, he'd get away with it because of the accent. If I was tattooing some chick, I'm like, bitch, shut up, stop talking. She'd be like, what the fuck? But you're like, woman, shut up. Yeah. He's like, oh, lost in translation.
You speak like woman, you quiet. Okay, I guess so. You so crazy.
These Eastern Europeans are so crazy.
Yeah.
You say anything in a gay voice, you can get away with it.
Yeah, that too. Stop, girl. You're such a bitch. And they were like, oh.
Dude. Yeah. I can be kind of catty.
Yeah. You're like, that's
His English was real bad when he first moved here. the first week he was here, we fucked with him. Well, we didn't fuck with him. He just didn't understand. So the one dude, he's like, yo, bro, we're going to take you to a bar. We're going to find a girl for you to fuck. Dude, he starts choking him. He's like, you were going to fuck my girlfriend? I will kill you. And I was like, no, bro. I was like, no, we're going to find you a girl. He goes, you will fuck her too? And I was like, bro, imagine being this dude. You come to like a foreign country and you're like, yo, my boss and my coworker said they're going to bang my girl. What the fuck? You know, at the bar.
At the bar, dude.
I was like, he's pretty sad. He was like very upset about that.
Man. So after you got back into traveling, what was you stopped traveling for about a year, you said?
Almost 2, actually.
Almost 2 years.
I just, didn't work out.
And how did you go back to doing like convention circuit, just guest spots or?
Just guest spots. I fucking hate conventions. That's my next spot though. I'm like, I should probably do conventions. I just don't want to, but I started doing guest spots first. I like guest spots better. I'm like, the shit's there. There's not like a dude hanging on fish hooks over top of you screaming in your face. It's like, it's not loud as shit. There's not people everywhere. So, yeah.
When you do guest spots, are you booking all your clientele or is the shops kind of helping?
No, what's wild now, dude? It's like not what I remember from, well, I mean, for a while, I stopped going to shops, right? I was only going to like fucking 2 shops, just like my friends' places. Because I kind of was like, I've been around, been enough places. I'm just going to go to the people I like, hang with them because, dude, do you ever meet like some of you like, oh, it's like my tattoo hero. I love this dude. And you're like, man, he's an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Happens.
So I'm like,
yeah.
And I was like, dude, fuck everybody, dude. Like, if you're not someone I like really fuck with, I'm not going there anymore. So I just, for years, was only going to like 2 shops because I'm like, I like you guys, that's it. And then, dude, I hit up some shops hit me up, and bro, it is not like what it was where it would be like cross promoting. I'll post you post me, kind of help each other out. Dude, these shops now are like, yeah. Of course you want to be here, bro. You probably want to blow me, dude. I'm the man. So, you can roll up. You pay me like your whole purse, actually. Fuck you. And you bring your own clients. Yo, maybe if you're lucky, dude, I'll post you in the story for a second. Like, you know what I mean? It's like bullshit. So I found some like cool shops though who are like, all right, you're legit. I'm like, you're fucking old school. I like you. I've been going like the shop in Amsterdam I'm at is like it's just like a street shop, like a regular traditional street shop. Which people ask me like, yo, how come you're not like a private studio? I'm like, bro, I hate those dudes. Like, dude, so many private studios have been doing. I'm like, bro, you guys are just jerk offs, man. You know what I mean? They're just like kind of, they just think they're better than everyone, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm not like, dude, I could be like Justin Bieber's level of fame and I would like hang out in the hood. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I wouldn't think of that.
Yeah.
But these dudes are like, yo, I got like 4 followers on Instagram. You know, it's so weird. I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit about that. Like,
nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't fucking care. I don't care if you're like the fucking king of some fucking country. I'm like, oh, that's tight, dude. How's being a ruler? Like, I think nothing of it.
Yeah.
I only care if somebody's the king of Zamunda.
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, so the shops, so I just booked my own shit. It's kind of a hassle because the algorithm sucks now. So
Yeah, the algorithm
no one
sucks.
fucking knows I'm going anywhere is the problem. I post it and they're like, yo, we showed this to 6 of your homies. I'm like, what? They're not getting tattooed. They're my friends. They live down the street.
Yeah.
So that's an issue.
So how do you go around that?
You just fucking shit post nonstop. I just no other way around it. I'll just post as much as I fucking can, and eventually I'll get enough people to book a week. But I think another reason it works for me, because my one friend in Sweden asked me recently about, he's like, wait, yo, is working you're able to book like a week or 2 at a time? I'm like, or not entirely. It'll be like one dude for 4 days.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like I only need one client.
Yeah.
And that's the week. Which sucks because I had the dude had to cancel and then the whole week was gone. I had to cancel my whole trip.
That's
shit.
When homies do conventions and you get like somebody that's going to do 2 days in a row, or something like that. And then all of a sudden like, oh, I got to cancel. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
My trip.
Yeah, dude, it really ruins it. So, but yeah, it's working. It's but it's hard. This is why I'm getting tired of it. I'm like, dude, I'm on every second of my day off, just like on Instagram, posting shit, drawing shit, posting shit. And I'm like, dude, this is not worth it anymore. Because I got to spend my entire day off. So I have my next day off. I can go to work. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Nowadays, it does feel a lot more like you have to do so much more outside of the shop to be able to get in the shop and be productive when you're there. If not, you're going to be just doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Twiddling your thumb.
And I wish the time off was spent like getting better at drawing, not getting better at content creating.
What are you talking about? Where you got technology to help you
it's true.
fucking draw better and make you know what I mean?
I do use it. It's actually fun. I did so much shit posting about it because so I had this client, Arnas. He's sick. He's he's from Lithuania. He's like some marketing dude. And he came out to Amsterdam and he was like, he yelled at me. He's like, bro, what's your problem, man? Get on the internet, post some shit. And I was like, I just don't care anymore. You know, and he was like, dude, he's like, you know, someone's going to like steal your style, right? And they're going to do the legwork and get famous and they're not going to shout you out.
They're going to say that you copied them.
Yeah. It's happened to me a fucking few times.
Oh, shit.
That's why I've kind of changed my style over the years. I'm like, you fuck it, you have it. I'll do something different. But so he told me, he's like, he gave me stupid ideas. Well, he gave me a bunch of good ideas. He's a man. But some of them were like that kind of like, make a video of you saying goofy things in the shop. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm not fucking doing that shit. I'm not dancing. And then I told him, I was like, bro, I had an idea of like just straight up shitting on people using iPads and shit like that. He's like, bro, run with that. And it worked. It got my engagement back up. Everyone's so mad. Dude, they were getting so pissed in the comments. But I'm like, bro, I don't give a shit. I use iPad too. I was actually going to make a reel of me straight up using the fucking iPad so obviously and then pretend I drew it by hand. And be like, yo, anyone who does that shit's a loser, you know? Just get them back.
Oh man, that would be actually a pretty good video of just like acting like you're freehanding it, you know, and somebody's recording and you're like, all right, cut. All right, yo, give me that stencil real quick. After you're doing like, yo, pass me that stencil.
You're doing this, double tapping and everything. You're like, thank God.
Yeah.
Well, dude, actually after that post, my first client who came in, he was like, yo, I saw that post. It's hilarious. He's like, I tell my boys, yo, he's the man. He's like, he draws the shit by hand, which I do a lot. Sometimes I don't. But I'm like in the back drawing the shit on the iPad and he comes back and sees me on the iPad. I was like, oh, word. You know, I was making no reel to mock on people. Go up there. I'll get the paper out.
He's the coolest, straightest dude I know. You're making out with a dude. He was like, what? Oh,
he's
man.
like, what? Yeah, he's lying to me.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was, bro. I was sweating when he walked around the corner. I'm like, I'm the iPad. Fuck.
I'm on the iPad.
I was like, yo, I usually draw on paper. I swear to God. You know,
Oh
like,
man.
It's like you got caught masturbating.
I'd probably be less embarrassed.
Like you bring out the paper again, you just like make like a scruffle of noise.
Man, from doing like those kind of designs, like doing the drawing by hand, pain in the ass. But I was telling man, I was like, man, having to do a stencil of one of those things by hand seems like even more of a pain in the ass.
God, yeah. Like, what do you mean, like tracing the stencil back? You know?
Yeah, like tracing crazy mandalas or anything like
without the Thermofax, you mean?
Yeah.
Dude, there was a dude years ago. He went out of business. Well, he retired. He was super old. He's like down the street from me. I was laughing in this girl's face so hard, and she didn't think it was funny. But she went into his shop, and he fucking is when she was like, "Oh, it was years ago," you know. So it was before. I think it was maybe he might have used acetate. I don't fucking know. Mm-hmm. No, acetate would have been better because you keep reprinting it. Either way, she moved the stencil 3 times, and he's like smoking a cigarette, as you would. And he goes, you know what, bitch? You're so fucking fat and ugly. This tattoo won't look good no matter where we put it.
Oh, man.
I like laughed in her face. She's like, that's not funny.
Pissed off.
They're like, that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? He probably was drawing it on the fucking paper and was like, do it again.
You know, 3 movements was his limit.
Yeah.
That's when he was like, all right, I'm gonna fucking just like.
Dude, that was like my favorite. Dude, you know what's funny? I used to like, I always like, bro, I heard that guy's such a scumbag. Fuck him. And then when I heard that story, I was like, bro, mad respect. I was like, I'm sorry for talking shit about him.
Yeah, that guy's
He's a
not
hero.
wrong.
Yeah, he's cool.
I'd be just like that guy.
If the world was a little more like that guy, you know, we'd get some places.
That's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. Man, I hope that guy and the Russian guy have a shop
That'd
and
be
they call it the mean stinker. Like just like like just mean dudes. It's pretty good.
Bro, people would go. Right? There's that weird restaurant.
People go for the experience.
Yeah, in North Carolina, they just like talk shit to you.
Yeah,
They're
there's
like,
a couple
"Here's
of
your
those.
food, fat ass. You know, like,
Yeah.
I just saw one that they have like a stage in the center of the restaurant.
Okay.
If you don't finish your meal, they bring you up on stage and they start slapping you with sticks in front of everybody.
What?
Oh man,
there's so much weird shit out there.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why are we tattooing? You know, like there's like so many better ways to make money. As you being that guy, you're like, hey, what do you do for work? I just slap people on the stage with sticks when they don't finish their dinner.
You do what? Yeah.
Going back to what you were saying before, that you wish you had more time to spend drawing, but you have to spend all that time on learning how to do content creation. I was watching a thing today that they were saying, like, these are the things that the millionaires do that most normal people don't.
Yeah.
And one of the things on the list was hiring people to do the extra work that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
And one of the things that made it really click with me was they were saying that everyone thinks that they're the best at what they do. Therefore, they can't hire somebody else to do that work because they don't think they'll do it as good
Yeah, that makes
as them.
sense. Yeah.
And like the millionaires don't think this way. That they know that I'm not only the best in the world, I'm not the best in my state, I'm not the best in my county. There are well more qualified people to do the things that, that I can't do. And content creation is absolutely one of them. And so the video was saying, is like, people like the millionaires who are considered A players, they hire A plus players to do their work that they're not good at.
It makes sense.
Whereas people who are like us, who don't have the extra money or that mindset, they're the B players.
Yeah.
And who do they hire? They hire C players. So they're hiring now people who are worse than them because they don't want to spend the money to hire somebody else who could definitely do a better job, but they don't want to pay for the money. So they're now hiring people who are lower qualified and actually doing a worse job. So a way to get around it is just like change the mindset, and instead of thinking of, oh man, I gotta do all this extra work, or I gotta spend a lot of money, it's instead of paying somebody to do the work for you, you're investing into your time. And if you change the mindset about it, it really helps you out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've thought about it before. I hit up like PR guys and shit, but dude, they all just ignore me. They're like, nah. They just don't think it's like gonna be worth it for a tattoo artist.
I think, man, for like social media, fucking, put an ad and hire like a local freaking 16-year-old that loves TikTok more than anybody else, dude. They'll come in and bang out content over anything.
Yeah.
But that's the example of the B player hiring a C player.
Well, I don't think necessarily so, because, and this is the fact, dude, anytime that I've gone to any large company, the people that are doing their social media, 21 years old, dude. They're like 22. They're very, very young.
Yeah. No,
and there may be,
but that's
like,
different than like a 16-year-old kid.
I don't think so, because like they're more adept to it than I mean, think about like the most famous people on social media is usually people within that age range, and they know how to create content, that resonates with the people that are on these platforms. But it all depends, of course, on what kind of content you're hiring them to make, like, so if you're trying to get somebody that's going to make content that's relatable, that's fun, not like high-end, high-quality content, but more stuff that like resonates with a certain demographic, I think you can find the right person to do that job, and it could be cheaper. But if you can find somebody that's really, really good, then you're just sometimes, like I've seen this, where you hire somebody that's really good, but they'll give you a really high price. And then that person has two prices. Like, oh, you can pay this much and have me for like 100% of my work, or I'll do a lower tier. And most people, because they can't afford the high tier, they'll go with a lower tier and then see no results. So then they'll just drop off.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's true because it's expensive, man.
No, it is. Dude, a lot of places I hit up too were just, dude, they piss me off. They're just like, what's your budget? I'm like, no, you tell me what it costs to do this. That's why
everybody hits you with the what's your budget.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, you just want to like see how much you can get out of me. I'm like, just give me a price. I don't give a shit. I'll just tell them like, I want you to do this, this, and this. And they're like, but what do you want to pay? I'm like, actually, I want to pay nothing.
So,
but I know that's not going to get anything done.
So Matt reached out to a guy who, he read his book, and the guy definitely knows his stuff, has a good resume. And how much was it? $30,000?
$30,000.
He wanted $30,000
for what?
For how long?
It was $30,000 to pretty much take over our Instagram account and our YouTube. Not take it over, but like sit, like pretty much hold our hand and walk us through. Like, this is what you should post. This is how you should do it. These are the formats you should go with. So every week he would come, have a meeting and evaluate what we did, what's working, what's not working. And this would be a 16-week course for $30,000. And like the whole thing is like, I guarantee this many millions of views. And then it's like, look at these people, look at these testimonials. It's like, I worked with Taylor Swift. I worked with Rihanna. I did this, I did that. So like, he's got people to back it up.
Yeah.
Which is probably why he's charging so much money. Also.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, $30,000 is a lot of money.
30 grand.
Yeah, dude, I tattooed a chick. She's the like business consultant to Amazon years ago. She's actually the reason my career took off. So I tattooed her, and she pretty much yelled at me the whole time. Was like, "You're an idiot. You don't know how to run your business." She gave me all this advice, and at the end, she was like, "I just want to let you know I'm not tipping you. And if anyone ever asks your biggest tip you've ever got, it's from me. It's $50,000 because I would have charged $50,000 for that advice." She goes, "I clocked in the time, and that's what I charge."
What?
I was like, "What the fuck?" So I did everything she said that night. I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, dude. Fuck you."
You're like,
Yeah.
yep.
You charge that much? You probably legit. And fucking like overnight, everything started really changing.
Ah.
So what did she say? So what did she say?
I will tell you off it.
For $10.99.
I'll tell you for $49,000.
Yeah.
Bro, I actually will tell you some of this shit, but not on here because
Yeah.
I don't know who's listening, and I don't think everyone deserves to know.
They don't.
I told one fucking dude. Actually,
They don't.
bro, one dude in LA, he fucking got me drunk. He's a bitch, dude. I've debated saying his name, whatever. Dude, he like took me out to like had drinks one night, and he's like asking me all these questions, like, "Yo, how do you doing this? How you do that?" He did give me like a sob story. He's literally just like a spoiled rich kid, but he's pretending like life was so hard for me, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My tat career is just not doing so good. So I gave him all this advice, told him all this fucking shit, whatever. This motherfucker that night in front of me, so he deletes his entire Instagram. The next day, buys the fucking iPad and just drew like my identical tattoos, posted them on there, and I was like, is he fucking serious? Took all my advice, did the exact same shit, and then got known doing geometric tattoos in LA. And he was actually got fired from the shop we were at because when he was there, people were walking in trying to book with me. He said, "Oh, Kirk's not here. He's back in Jersey, but I can do it for half the price right now."
But I can do it like for you right
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my God, bro."
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, one time I actually went out there and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna like beat the shit out of him. Fuck it." And I was texting him, and he knew. He blew me off.
Damn.
He just kept like, "Oh, I'm busy. I can't hang out."
What a snake.
Oh my.
Bro, yeah, that's why I hate tattooing. I'm like, everyone, everyone is like your friend and shit, just like fucking steals shit from you, steals clowns from you, talk shit behind your back. I'm like,
Oh man.
bro, screw everyone. I'm trying to. But now I talk shit because I'm like, fuck it, bro. Everyone else doing it.
Everybody's talking shit. It's fine.
Everyone's a.
But yeah, I made the mistake of giving him that advice. I'm like, he did not deserve it. Even the dude who owned the shop, he was like, "That kid's a pussy, dude. You shouldn't have told him all that shit." He goes, "He does not deserve to like flourish, you know?"
Shit.
Well, let's wrap this up so you can tell us all that stuff.
Yeah, let's
so
go.
you can tell us, and maybe
I love-
maybe we'll share this only with our Patreon supporters. So if you really love the show and you like to support the show, the best way you can do it is to get on our Patreon. Go to honesttattooer.com and you can support the show and even buying some merch or joining our Patreon.
We do have some new people that I want to thank. Where are you? Hang on. I'll find you. Maybe not. Where the fuck to go? I don't know. Hold on. Anything else you want to add before I find this?
No.
All right. So new members. Here we go. All right. So some people that we want to thank who are recent patrons. We have Amazing Art.
Cool.
We have Christina Kratzis. Oh, we did her already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Amazing Art. Amazing Art. There you go.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Oh man, one day we were talking about tattoo shop names that have the word ink in them.
Yeah.
That's added to the list. Amazing.
Amazing.
Art. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Amazing Art.
Yeah.
for
We
supporting
appreciate
the
it. And guys, if you also want to support the podcast, make sure that you go and check out our sponsors. You can go to Tattoo Smart. They've lowered all their prices, and you can also get our discount code, which is Honest20. Get another 20% on your order.
Oh, let me just throw one more thing about Tattoo Smart. Russ just put out the new washi set. You got to try this.
I do got to try that set because it looked really cool.
Yeah. If you don't know about it already, it's like they're supposed to mimic ancient Japanese handmade papers and brushes. And I felt like such a tool doing some like Art Nouveau style piece on top of all that paper using those brushes. But it's cool. And I definitely recommend anybody who's doing like even just kind of traditional flash.
Just use that.
It's pretty cool stuff.
Well, sick.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Kirk, for coming out and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
And where can people find you?
Point Pleasant, New Jersey, and actually it's Schiedam, Netherlands.
Skatem?
Skatem.
It sounds like
we're trying to learn Dutch.
something a rapper does.
Yeah, you feel it right in the right in the skate.
You can find him as Skatem or on a boat.
Yeah, I thought it was like Schiedam, and they're like, no,
Or maybe you can't find them on purpose.
That's kind of what he's going for.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
No, really, thank you so much for hanging out with us and for sharing your stories because we laugh so much.
Thanks for having me. I was going to fuck around when I came in. I was going to be like, such an honor for you guys to have me here. No, it was awesome.
I'm just riding this wave called life, man. I just happen to come through here.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week and peace.
Peace.
Later.